head of the family. At the end of the day, I'm a Christian. And something I believe, I really don't care how rich you are as a woman. At the end of the day, the head of the family is that man that you chose for yourself. That man that asked you, hey, can you be mine? And you said yes. Even if they are broke, they are disabled, they don't have a dream, they don't have a vision. As long as you are submitted to them, they are the head of the family. You know, nowadays we are going to the gender equality system and all that. And sometimes we might lie to ourselves that we are equal. At the end of the day, there is hierarchy. There is what, even if you don't believe in God, there is what you are taught by your parents when you are growing up. Tradition acknowledge it. The government acknowledge it. Spirituality acknowledge it. Who are you? Do not diminish a man because you can provide more than them. At the end of the day, a male is the head of the family. Important things. I know you want designer things. I know you want to live luxury. But at the end of the day, those are not necessities. Do you know how many people outside there, they are driving big cars, they have big houses, they have good businesses. But back at home, everybody is does not speak. They are called, they cannot speak, like, not the in short, they don't speak to each other. That house is not at peace. That house, no one supports each other. Everybody is doing their own thing. Let me tell you something. Our relationship, there are things we call important, and the other things are just blah blah blah. For example, if it is coming to things, physical things, after you get the basic needs, the next thing you need is communication. Someone who can communicate to you is better than someone who can provide for you. Let me tell you, I'm telling you the truth. Someone who can respect you, you have a shared vision, supports you, you are better off than someone who drives big cars outside here and they are never happy in their own family. Competent. Let me ask you a question. You know, this generation, we have elevated one thing and forgotten the rest. We have elevated that for you to date someone, they have to be financially competent. Like, that is the only thing we are looking for. Their competence, in short, their verification into our heart is money. Then when you get that money, you realize, oh, your emotional intelligence, negative 79. Mental stability, these are people who erupt anytime. They are negative 150. Physicality, when it comes to health, they don't exercise. Okay, that is a bypasser. They damage their livers and all that we can manage, because if they die, we'll get the inheritance and all that. But at the end of the day, there are things that make sense. And one time I told you, anybody who doesn't submit to a God, do not submit to them. Do not even enter into a relationship to them. Because anybody who doesn't have any spiritual guidance, they are lost. Either they become, they believe in witchcraft, they believe in satanism, they believe in God of Christians, Muslim, Hindu, all that. As long as someone is submitted somewhere, is good. But don't elevate finances only. That is not competence.
Have you ever heard this thing of Kaisari, Mpe Kaisari? Give Kaisari what belongs to Kaisari. Today we are talking about paying your dues. In a relationship, and today I'm talking about different dues. When you're in a relationship, what are you bringing on the table? Have you paid it? Because it's okay, I'm paying the rent, I'm okay. What are you bringing on the table? If it is good time, pay your dues. If it is company, pay your dues without excuses. Because most of us, we are making our relationship being one side. You want me to pay the rent, buy the food, buy the clothing, but you don't want to do your thing. You know, the Bible says when you get married, your body ceases to be your body and becomes your partner bodies, or you become one. So there is a time that someone needs just to cuddle, and that is the moment you say you are tired. Why are you tired when I have done already what I wanted to do? Have you eaten? If I'm the one who is providing, or if you are the one who is providing, I have to pay my dues. Because we need to know, how am I benefiting from this relationship? I'm telling you the truth. Every relationship is beneficial. Even if it is breathing, you are breathing because it is benefiting me. Let's not lie to ourselves. That is love, 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 love. What is love? What is love doing to your life? That is benefit. And it is a high time we know, if this person is doing this to me, I'm doing this to them. So I have to pay my dues because they are paying their dues. And let us normalize paying our dues without excuses, because excuses are breaking a lot of our relationship. So if it is your turn to pay the due, don't promote other excuses more than the due. The due has to come first. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference of people touching you? There is someone who can touch you somewhere and you feel like this is a stranger's touch. Then someone else touch you the same place and you feel butterflies. You feel like you have never felt such a feeling before. And you wonder why. Do you know compatibility comes even physically? When there is a person who, when you get intimate with, you feel loved, you feel like you want to cry, like you feel like you want to scream, you cannot explain the feeling. But there is someone you can lay with and you be like, what have I done? Because it doesn't slip, it doesn't feel the same. The touch is different. And that is how I think we need to understand connection physically. Because if someone doesn't feel you, doesn't make you feel those goosebumps and those feelings, those unexplained feelings, let me tell you something, mostly you're wasting your own time, because that is wastage of sin. You need to be in a connection with someone that when they do what they do, even if it is hold your hand, you feel like you are walking over the moon and nothing can stop you, because that feeling is not of a stranger. That feeling is for something that is from someone that you cannot explain who they are, but they are important to you. Are we together? So when it comes to stranger touch, you realize that someone can be a stranger to you, but can make you feel what a million men or a million women cannot make you feel.
Thinking of you. Do you know, people take this statement lightly, that I have been thinking about you. You know, there is a time that your mind can clog from thinking about reality and start thinking about someone, and you are like, your mind, I control you. You are my head. I am the thinker. But have you ever been in love with someone that the last time you thought about yourself was, you cannot even remember? Because they are usually on your mind. When you want to do something about development, you think about their development. When you think about something that looks good about life, you think about how they will look good. And that's, you see, a lot of couple goals sell us that notion of one partner thinking about the other partner. Why? Because thinking about you is a reality. And if in a relationship and you don't think about your partner, even sometimes I know most of you go home and when you are close to home, it's when you remember you have someone who you share a house with. It's like a roommate. When you see them, it's when you remember them. You are not in a relationship. If you can go a day, not even a day, an hour, without remembering your craft, your heart belonged to someone else, or someone else ran with your heart, you are not in a relationship. Please move on. Find someone that, I know you have been in a relationship before that, even when we were in high school and primary school, you were in exam room and you could think about this one person. Why? Because you are in love. Now, right now, what are you doing if those things are not happening in your life? I know you'll say there are better things to do. It's because you haven't found better. You know, there are people who have discovered that forever is not enough when you're in love. There are people who have been blessed. You know, love is a gift from God. Everybody has a God, and I believe their God has love, because love is a gift. There are people who have been given that gift, and forever is not enough. They feel they can have an eternal, it is called eternal life and eternal love.
with this person because this person complement them 100%. These people, I have seen such a couple, and sometimes you are like, there are people who are blessed. There is a blessing that is beyond blessing, the love. You find someone who they even have a language, their own language. They know when someone is speaking, when they are not speaking. I know you are just imagining such a love. You are struggling with your even communication with your partner. There are people who have created their own way of communicating. They don't have to speak for you to understand what the other one wants. Imagine. There are someone who doesn't request, they are given. Because that person carries their heart, he carries their desire. They know what they can do better for their partner. But what about you? You always cry about the same old thing for years and months. There's someone who doesn't have a need to look for something else because they have gotten what they have been looking for. But some of us, oh Lord, forever is not enough for some people. The moment you find that, I'm not saying these people don't have challenges. No. They have challenges, but they know how to work around them. These people have found a way. They know time is the problem. We have found a system that is working for us. That is working for our love. Time is the problem. Finally realized. Have you ever realized that you have always loved the wrong way? Have you ever realized that even you don't know what is love? Some of us have roommates, but they don't have partners. Have you ever realized that you have never even been in a relationship, but you have been in situationships? There are things that your past, and that's why I usually say when a relationship ends, you have to realize, you have to go out with the lessons. Don't let the experiences make you bitter person. Because some of us have realized they have been in relationship for people, not for themselves. There are people who don't even know how to love or to be loved. They had a version of what is love. Then you get the real love. You don't know how to handle it because you feel you don't deserve it. That's why you see there are people who, when they are given even gifts as small as it is, the only thing they can do is cry. Because they didn't believe that someone can love them that much. I'm not talking about people who are showing out gifts. No. There are people who are given gifts privately. They are loved privately and they cry privately. And you wonder, when such a person loves you like that, where have you been before? You know, there are people, let me tell you something. I came to realize one time that there is having sex and making love. You might be doing something, that one I'll teach another time, and later realize that you have been doing it the wrong way. We need to come and realize, we need to finally realize what is love. Love as a person. What are we? That is a question that most of people don't like to be asked. And these people who don't like to be asked that question are people who are done with the relationship. They are there for beneficials. And this is my point. If you know you're in a relationship for benefits, please do not make it serious. Do not invest in it. For example, I'm in a relationship because of finances. Like me and this girl help each other because of money. Let it remain money. Not when I give you big money, you feel like I'm in love with you. No. It's a transactional relationship. When I need money, you will give me money. Other people are these people who in relationship for conjugal rights. You know very well you have an addiction that we help each other to control. Now, the day that I have done it well, you want to be my girlfriend or my wife. Are you stupid? Do not let it feel, efforts. I know efforts counts in a relationship. But me doing my best, it's because I'm also enjoying it.
I'm enjoying the transaction. Other people, let me tell you something. Nowadays, I want to cut across every place. You find now in your religion setup, there is a person that you fellowship with. And this person likes the way you guys pray about matters, and matters get changed. And now they want to love you because you are a God-fearing man. Are you stupid? I'm God-fearing, but I don't love you. Stop forcing matters. What are we is a stupid question. If I haven't told you I love you, you tell me I love you. I tell you it's impossible. Don't ask me what we are. We are just helping each other. And that was the contract. If I wanted to change it, I could tell you I love you. I want you. And if you want to change me, tell me I love you. I want you. I tell you I don't want you. It is simple as that. The problem of you is putting fire on the head of your partner. What are we? We are beneficiaries. We are benefiting each other.